And this Memorial Day weekend will mark 5 years since the Wimberley floods claimed the lives of 8 people from Corpus Christi. In 2017, Mayor Joe McComb's son, Jonathan McComb, was enjoying the weekend with his family when torrential rain caused the banks of the Blanco River to overflow, a tree falling and sweeping away the home that they were staying at. McComb was the only survivor, losing his entire family, his wife Laura, children Andrew and Leighton, and his friends the Charbas and Carries. We talked to Mayor McComb about the anniversary of the tragedy.
This weekend has mixed emotions for us, so we'll play a pretty low-key role this whole weekend. But Jonathan is doing fine, family's doing fine, but it's just a pretty significant weekend in our life.
To honor his family and friends, Jonathan McComb started the Randy Charba Charity Classic, a fishing tournament benefiting local charities, including Christus Spawn Shoreline, the new trauma OR named after the families. Jonathan has since remarried, the couple welcoming a baby girl, Scarlett Grace, just last month.